Orange.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. I'd like to call about acquiring a chinchilla.
Okay, where you live at, sir?
I live in Pennsylvania.
Well, you couldn't acquire one from us. We no longer ship the animals.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Okay.
we
Well,
quit shipping from you.
can I ask you a few questions about chinchillas themselves?
Sure.
Okay. What kind of food do they eat?
Well, they eat a pellet. It's processed. Has all the things they need in it. It's a chinchilla pellet.
Okay. So it's like
They also eat hay.
okay.
And
Now, how expensive is the food? Like it does
it's
come in
not that
bags.
expensive. Well, we sell it. I mean, it's more expensive in the pet stores, but we sell it at $7.95 for 5 pounds, which is 3 months supply for an adult chinchilla.
Okay. Now are the animals high maintenance? Like do they
No,
require a lot of care? What?
no.
Okay.
They can't get over 80 degrees. They can't be outside. Basically, they're indoor pet. Uh, they're very loving, and basically, it's not a high maintenance animal. No.
No, like how should I keep them? Do they go in a cage or
Yeah, they go in a cage. You never give a chinchilla absolute freedom. If you do, you're chasing a chinchilla. Uh,
Okay.
basically, when you get one, you'll keep it in the cage. You'll feed it and you'll give it water, but you'll take it out of the cage. It's in your control. At that time, you give it a treat. Let it bond with you. Once it's bonded with you, then you can work on boundaries, the next step of the training. Boundaries will be like on my shoulder, on the couch,
Okay.
on the bed, in a certain area you designate that it can be in. And then you teach it by putting it back if it gets out of it.
Okay.
Always
Now,
responding with love. They're very loving animals. If you treat them with love, then they're going to love you back.
how big do they get approximately? Like
Pound and a half full grown.
a pound and a half?
They look a lot larger because they're all hair,
Oh, okay.
but a pound and a half when they're full grown is average. The life expectancy between 8 and 12 years average. It can go longer. We've had them in here breeding at 22. We've seen people that have had them that bought them from us that have had them 25 years. So it can go a long time.
Now let's say that like when do you feed them normally? Just breakfast,
Once a
lunch, and
day we
dinner?
feed them. Once a day. Yeah.
Once a day? Okay. How often do they go to the bathroom? Like, should I just put hay in the
Pretty much.
cage or?
No, you basically use shavings. It's a bedding like they use in horse stalls and stuff.
Okay.
It's pine bedding, shaved pine bedding, and they can poop in that. That basically no plastic in a cage. Cages have to have no plastic in them. Any plastic in a cage is a death sentence to a chinchilla. Their rodents will
Are they allergic
constantly
to
chew.
plastic?
Pardon?
Are they allergic to the plastic?
No, but if they eat it, they die.
Oh, if they eat it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and they will eat it. They're rodents. They chew on everything.
Um, what do they smell like approximately?
They
Like, is
have no
it
odor.
so they're not stinky?
No, there's no
Okay,
odor to them.
because
They're
I
hypoallergenic. Nobody's allergic to a chinchilla. Their
okay.
hair, where we have 1 hair per follicle, a chinchilla has 75 to 100 hairs per follicle. Their hair is so thick that they cannot get parasitic fleas, ticks, or anything like that to live on them.
That's really nice.
They have no smell. Basically, they don't really shed. They release hair, but they can, if they get scared, release hair. But they don't really, they're not like constantly shedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I used to have this cat that shed all the time, and it stank up the house.
Yeah.
Like
Well, you
I was
can't have rabbits, rats, mice. Any rodent will stink, and there's the only ones I know that are completely odorless.
mhm.
We have
Because in my
800 we have 800 breeders in our barn. You can't smell them.
yeah in my log cabin out in the forest, that cat would just stink out the place, and I'd have to sit outside for like 2 days to wait for the stink to go away. It was bad. So I'm just looking for a loving companion because
Yeah,
I'm
you
kind of
can't
a
really just you got to feed them on a daily basis. You got to have some interaction with them. If you have one and you have interaction with it, it's going to be fine. But if you don't, then you might think about getting two of them, a male or two female, to put together.
okay.
They can get along fine like that.
So,
But if you interact with it, I don't see a problem. But every chinchilla is just like a person. They're all different. There's
hmm
no,
you got to
they all have
learn
their own
and chill out.
personality, and basically you're going to develop that.
Okay.
Very important you treat them with love. If you treat them with love and respond with love all the time, it's going to make them so they love you back.
hmm
You know, but they're a good pet. I mean, they're addicting. People get them and then they can't help it. They got to get more.
Yeah. No, sometimes there are these really mean people. on my like my actual house. They come down the street and sometimes they throw rocks at our house.
Hmm.
And if the chinchilla were to happen to get hit by the rock, would it
That could
kill
be
it?
dangerous. Could
Okay.
be dangerous.
Like
Yeah.
like
I mean, it's going to be inside though, right?
yeah, like but sometimes they break the windows and
Well,
it's not good.
I guess that's not good for anybody.
No. I mean, can they take a hit? Like are they tough animals
Well,
like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I don't know if I'd say they could take a hit. I mean, they're survivors, but nevertheless,
A
that
rock
doesn't
would
sound good at
hurt.
all. I mean, you
No.
got people coming out breaking your windows when you're not there. I assume that's when they're doing it,
Uh-huh.
right?
Now you said they
When
have
you're there too,
hmm?
they break your windows when you're there.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, these are nasty people. I tell you. I live on the bad side of town, so.
Yeah.
But
I don't know what would be safe over something like that. You
hmm
aren't safe.
no, no.
You can't. I mean, basically, you aren't safe if they're doing that. So, why would you think an animal would be there? You get yourself
Well,
a
I was just
tortoise
wondering
or
because
something.
I mean, the rocks aren't that big, but like I could take a hit, but I don't know about like
Well, if they're going
small
to be in their
animals.
cage. They're going to be in their
Yeah.
cage. So
So okay,
basically, the cage is going to protect them. Uh,
okay.
you have to understand that. I mean, it's a chance of them getting hit. They're not like you can't let them just run around your house because if they're rodents. They're going to chew on everything. If you let them run around your house, they're going to eat things they shouldn't eat, and they're going to die.
hmm
They can't eat synthetics. Like rugs, carpet, drapes, furniture. Furniture has treated wood. They can't have treated wood. You got to stay organic with them. You know.
Okay.
They have a sensitive digestive system,
Okay.
so you got to watch what they eat. They cannot get over 80 degrees because
So I
they're
have
from
to turn my thermostat down.
well, apparently, I mean, you have to make sure that they stay cool.
Okay.
Okay, and if you don't have air conditioning and stuff, and you're having a problem with that, you would have to get yourself a glass jar with a metal lid, put ice in it, put it in there to keep them cool. They're from the high country in the Andes, and they're nocturnal by nature. So if you think about it, they're from the mountains, and they're nocturnal. They don't come out in the sun.
hmm
Okay. Now, when you have one, you can change that nocturnal thing. If you interact with it in daytime, it's going to stay up in the daytime and sleep at night. If you don't interact with it in the daytime, then you're going to have an animal that wants to be up at night.
hmm
So, I mean, it's up to you. It's how you raise them.
Now, like, let's say, you were mentioning earlier how you have to make a bond with a chinchilla. Now, let's say that I wanted to, like, my old cat used to sleep in my bed with me. Now, can
Uh-huh.
I train the chinchilla to sleep in my bed?
I've heard people doing that. I wouldn't suggest it.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay. Now,
Because you can't have control over it that way.
yeah, because I'll be
You
sleeping,
know?
I guess.
I
That
mean,
makes sense.
if you go to sleep, it jumps up and it runs around and eats something. I wouldn't trust it.
Now,
You know?
how sharp do they have sharp teeth? Like, could they bite? Can they?
Yeah, we don't allow them to bite, but they can bite, yes.
Okay.
We don't allow it. We stop them immediately. We tell them no, and like I said, everything you do like that, you have to do with love. But you can't let them get away with it. If you let them scare you or bite you, like any animal, if you let them get away with it, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
We tell people all the time, you got to be smarter than the chinchilla.
Hmm. Now, the thing is, like, I got all D's in high school, so I'm not very smart. So how would you go about outsmarting the
It's
chinchilla?
not that kind of smart, buddy.
Oh,
It's not book learning.
okay.
You don't
Okay,
have
all right.
to outread the chinchilla. You just got to outthink it.
Okay.
But they are smart and they're very quick and they pick up on it the things very quick. So you got to pay. You got to just know you're being played. You know.
Now, you said you just told the chinchilla no when it bites you. Does it speak English?
It doesn't matter what language you speak.
Okay, I just had to be firm with it, right?
Yeah, basically, you got to let it know who's boss. You don't hurt it. You know, you just tell it no, and you flip it underneath the chin like your finger. Flip it underneath the chin to get its attention. Tell it no, and then give it a kiss. It'll be all right.
Wait.
So I always follow up any kind of, okay, take for example, here's a chinchilla. He's born, fully furred and running, got teeth. He goes to nurse on his mama. He's got teeth. He bites her tit. You think she's happy? Hell no. She turns around, bites the chinchilla and tells it no, and then she loves it.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to do the same thing. If it does something you don't want it to do, you got to correct it, and then give it love. It'll love you back. It's going to understand, hey, I shouldn't have done that. But you don't hurt it. You just, like a little flick underneath the chin gets its attention. You know?
Okay.
No, they don't do that crap. I ain't putting up with that. You know? And then you make sure you give it the affection before. You don't do that and then put it away because it's going to be scared of you. You do that and then you give it the affection. It's going to be fine. You know, kids do. You do the same thing when you raise kids.
Yeah.
You got to correct them, or you're going to have terrible kids.
Yeah.
But you got to let them know you love them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I say raising chinchillas and raising kids can be a lot alike. The only difference is chinchillas actually learn.
Now, you mentioned when I kiss it, can I like full on kiss it on the lips? I mean, is that sanitary?
It don't matter, just affection. I say that. We kiss them on top of the head. You don't want to get bit on the lip if they're biting. You don't want to take the chance of getting your lip bit. But you correct them, and then you tell them, you put them underneath the chin, tell them no, and then give them a kiss on top of the head. You're not going to get bit in the lip.
Do they carry rabies? Like
no. Well, they could, I guess. They're rodents.
Okay.
You know, they're rodents. But you have to, in order to get rabies, you got to be bit by something that has rabies.
So, let's say that
if you have it around something that's going to carry rabies, yeah, I guess they could get rabies. I mean, you know, you don't take it and expose it to those things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you keep it in its cage, safe from the rocks.
Yeah, I mean, basically, how's it going to get rabies in the house in your cage? Unless you've got some rats or something that got rabies in the house in your cage, they get in your cage, and then you have to worry about yourself too, because if they bite you, you're going to get it. You know, I mean, basically, if you keep the thing safe, basically, is what it is. You're keeping it safe. You're keeping it from being exposed. You don't let it wander around outside. It's going to get bit by something. You know. Mm-hmm. So I mean, they don't need shots. They don't need all that crap. But if you're exposing it to things, yeah, it's going to get those things. It's a rodent.
So let's say that
I wouldn't put it with a rat. I wouldn't keep a rat around it and let it go in and visit with a rat. I wouldn't keep. Oh, our mice go in and play with the chinchilla. I wouldn't like that. You know.
Yeah. So let's say
use common sense. Use common sense. It'll be all right.
If the chinchilla did bite my lip, you know, and it did get feisty, because you know that cat that I was mentioning that was really stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat turned rogue, and I had to put it down. What if the chinchilla were to take hostility towards me? What would be the best way of putting the animal down? Like, can I just strangle it or?
No. Well, I mean, I guess you put it down any way you had to, but it won't come to that. You don't let it get away with it from the gate.
Mm-hmm. Like,
stop it immediately. I mean, don't be scared of an animal.
Mm-hmm.
If it gets that bad, I mean, if it got that bad, what difference does it make? I'd put it down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if something threatened my life, I'm sorry, I'd take care of it.
Uh-huh.
You know, I don't see that as presenting a problem. They're not a vicious. They're prey. They're not predators.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they're going to run from you. They're not going to run at you.
I consider myself a very resourceful man. So, a few years ago, I spent like maybe a month or two with some Native Americans. I lived in the reservation, and there we use everything. So if I did put the chinchilla down, how does the meat last
in the hide?
Like how well does it skin?
That's a whole process that you don't even want. It's not that simple.
It's not
because of the fact that they can release hair. If you rub the inside of the pelt the wrong way, the hair falls off. You got a piece of skin. Yeah. So it's not that easy.
Now, does the meat last?
You want me to write a book for you?
Does the meat last long?
And as far as how do they taste like furry chicken.
They really? So what's the best way to cook them then? Like,
just kidding, man.
but
he asked me what's the best way to cook them. Barbecue. They're a rodent, man. It's like eating a rat. You can eat a rat. You can eat a chinchilla.
But I'm serious. Like, what is the best way to cook?
I have too. The best way to cook probably barbecue.
Barbecue them? Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't personally eaten one.
Well,
but I do know somebody who has.
What kind of wine would best complement a chinchilla?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting a little deep. Not that you weren't before, but you're really getting deep. I have no idea. I don't drink wine. So what would be the best wine with a chinchilla dinner? Okay, man. I'm just being recorded. Is this a joke?
No. I'm serious. Like I live with Native Americans. We use everything. So I was just curious because if I do go on a camping trip,
nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm Native American.
Okay. Oh,
so,
really?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with
that. Okay. So I thank you for your time.
Okay.
And I'll contact someone closer about getting my chinchilla. Thank you.
All right. If you have any other questions, you can always call us.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Impressive.